So I know that the current day Chicago Bulls are absolutely crushing it, but what do you think about what's going on with your previous yesterday's Chicago Bulls? Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan are apparently beefing right now.
Oh, okay. So I've known this was coming for a while. So if people don't know, first of all, I don't want to rip Scottie Pippen at all, honestly, because I'm not really sure what he's going through after the death of his son, if I'm correct.
It's like a lot. It's the death of his son, the Larsa Pippen thing that happened to him over the past year and a half. He may have felt embarrassed by the Last Dance documentary. He has been acting a little erratic, being Pippen ain't easy, so
I don't know if he's trying to sell his book or something. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it feels like Scottie Pippen has a problem with everyone else in the world right now, and everyone else isn't even fighting with Scottie Pippen. I feel like Scottie Pippen is creating fights that don't exist. Like, people are like hearing like, oh, Scottie Pippen said what about me? Like, Michael Jordan, I think, this is the text that Scottie Pippen put in his own article. He said, the text was from Michael. He didn't reach out very often. What's up, dude? I'm getting word that you're upset with me. Love to talk about it if you have time. Okay. And so then you continue to rip. Sounds like Michael Jordan's, okay, willing to talk about it. My friend sent me this like 5 months ago, Scottie Pippen's press release of his book. And it's like, he gets real about Michael Jordan. He's about to try to destroy Michael Jordan's image or something. We'll see, but it's going to be a huge insider book. And I think there's going to be some crazy stories.
Also, guys, while you're here, this podcast, Laced Up, is also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It would be awesome if you could go check us out there, follow us there, and leave us a review.
Yeah, so guys, we are capping off the giveaway to the first 40,000 subscribers that turn on our notifications for the Laced Up podcast. All you have to do to enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X is subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to do us a favor, leave a like on the pod and let me know in the comment section down below when it's done. You'll enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
But again, it's an unreliable narrator. I feel like I don't know how reliable this is. So,
I mean, you could tell how consistent things are based off of what you already know about Michael, right? Like, what I know about Michael Jordan so far is, GOAT, in my opinion. GOAT took basketball to a different stratosphere. Obsessive a little bit, I think all of the most successful people in the world psychologically have a couple of screws loose, and in Michael Jordan's case, he had this obsession of turning everything into a competition, which has its benefits, has its pros and cons. He may have ripped into his teammates a little bit much. And currently, I do kind of believe Scottie in this article, where apparently what bothered Scottie is the fact that originally The Last Dance was supposed to be about the Chicago Bulls' final season together. And Michael Jordan kind of took it and said, all right, this is going to be a biography about how great I am, plus the final season of the Chicago Bulls. And as a result, it seems bear in mind, Horace Grant was livid with this documentary. Apparently multiple other former teammates of Michael Jordan were also really upset about this documentary as well. So, I mean, it depends how consistent it is with those other things that are being said about MJ. But at the same time, you have to think of it on the flip side, and this is no disrespect to the Chicago Bulls. I'm not watching The Last Dance for Horace Grant or Luke Longley or John Paxson or even Steve Kerr. I'm watching it for Michael Jordan, and then Scottie Pippen, and then Dennis Rodman. But Michael Jordan is way, way ahead over everyone else. I think the documentary did a remarkable job teaching today's generation how great MJ was, and I think it was needed. But I just I could see where Scottie is coming from as well.
Quickly, glance at the GQ article that's pulled up. It appears like Scottie Pippen was told, like you said, that was told with a few other guys, this was about the last season, but it really wasn't about the last season. The entire time it was about Michael Jordan. It was a Michael Jordan documentary. Scottie Pippen is literally upset because he was, as he put it, a side piece in a documentary about Michael Jordan. Like that, yeah, like you said, that people are here for Michael Jordan. I mean, I didn't really think it was about the full 98 Bulls. I mean, am I wrong there? Did you guys think that it was going to be like more, here's a full episode on Horace Grant?
You can't make a 10-part documentary 10 hours long, all based upon one season. I'm assuming that, and you know, just being someone that's in content, I'm assuming what did happen was Michael Jordan, he did have, by the way, bear in mind, Michael Jordan did have like final edit on all of this.
Yeah, but hold on. Before we continue with that though, it doesn't matter about the final edit. Obviously, the direction of this entire documentary series was focus on Michael Jordan. So yeah, he might have had final edit, but like everyone that wasn't Scottie Pippen and those guys, like everyone that was on the production side of this was on board for creating the narrative around Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like you can't just go into that and edit around a narrative like that. You know, every episode was like the same kind of formula. It was like, okay, here's something happening to the Bulls like in the past. Dennis Rodman arrives, Scottie Pippen arrives, you know, or oh, here's the new challenge, you know. That was, and then it would like go flash back and forth between the 98 season and that. But yeah, it was a Michael Jordan based narrative. And listen, even this is Scottie Pippen's own words. Even in the second episode, which focused for a while on my difficult upbringing and unlikely path to the NBA, the narrative returned to MJ and his determination to win. I was nothing more than a prop. His best teammate of all time, he called me. He couldn't have been more condescending if he tried. Like, see, that to me is like, where is reality here?
There were moments where, yeah, Scottie Pippen didn't look the best. And yeah, there were moments where I'm like, okay, MJ, you know, like maybe show some of your flaws as well, other than, you know, I'm obsessed with winning. Because you're showing Scottie Pippen at some of his fairly low points. Like you're showing the contract, for example, or the year that the 1994 playoff series against the Knicks, where Scottie Pippen got upset that Tony Kukoc hit a game-winning jumper. Back in late June, he came out and said the fact that Phil Jackson drew up that play for Tony Kukoc to hit the game-winning jump shot, he said that move was a racial move on the Dan Patrick show. Like there's video footage of him saying it to Dan Patrick. But now it seems like he's kind of flip-flopping from, hey, I regret the way I handled that situation, you know, to, oh, no, this is Phil Jackson choosing rookie Tony Kukoc over I because of a race thing.
I'll say Michael Jordan has made his brand on staying silent when things like this happen, basically. He's not too outspoken. Maybe he'll release a statement or something, but you know, we rarely see Michael Jordan anywhere. You know, I mean, when do we see him? He's not on like Inside the NBA. There's Michael Jordan. He keeps a very, very low profile. I feel like the dark side of the Bulls, like what happened during the Bulls era, what with Michael Jordan, the things we didn't see, like the guys that got pushed to the side, like that kind of stuff. That would be a cool documentary. I'm sure it would do well as well. I'm sure we'd love to talk about it. It's not like Netflix was gonna sit around and work with Michael Jordan on a documentary this long and paint him in a horrible light. Like, yeah, the things are there, but I just like don't understand Scottie Pippen's point of view here. It doesn't make sense to me. It just, again, like it just felt like you know, he got his due justice in the documentary with the knowledge that Michael Jordan is the main character.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't want to say you see things like this all the time, but you see things like this somewhat frequently where, you know, like somebody's planning like a drop or something, like you said, like a book, or they're starting a brand or a company. And then out of nowhere, they start doing something that's outlandish or making outlandish statements just for publicity. It works sometimes.
If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're gonna love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.